Hey everyone, Redextration here with another Destiny 2 video. Today I'm going to be showing a two-man Kalli tutorial. This is without trapping Kalli, without any kind of glitches or anything. This is what I would say a purely legit strategy. So here I'm joined by my really good friend Specular Steam 7. If you have understanding of the encounter and know how the encounter goes, that'll make this much easier. But essentially, you're going to have the three symbols in the middle. You and your teammate need to complete one plate for each of the three symbols. Since there's only two of you, one of you is going to do part of one and then swap to another one, while the other person does one entire one and then finishes off the one that you started. I hope that makes some sense. I will try to explain it better, or you'll see it in the video. Here I am using a damage over time weapon, my Striga, so I can have Kalli stay near me or something along those lines so I can get more damage in between damage phases. As you can see, we're very short into this encounter, but you can already see a good little chunk of her health bar is gone. For damage, we opted for a lighter damage output options so that we could more better show that you don't need to do this fast. You have multiple damage phases that you can go through to be able to get this done. As you can see, I am using Burning Maul with Pyrogale Gauntlets. I'm using that for that quick little tiny or pretty big burst of damage. As you can see, I apply my damage over time and I start shooting her with my Taipan linear fusion rifle. So as you can see, we start getting some pretty good damage on her here. But we're going to go into the doors since we both hit one plate for each of the three symbols, there'll be at least 3 doors open on every side. Since there's only the two of us, we only need 2 doors per side, meaning that we have plenty of doors. Here my friend popped his Well of Radiance so we can get that extra damage in on this part. He is using the damage over time light grenade launcher. Wither Horde. He's using Wither Horde to have that damage over time as well. He opted for a different loadout than my Striga, which works fine, as we can both have separate damage over time effects on the boss. I do believe he was using the same heavy weapon, but I do not remember 100%. Here, we're just going to try to get as much damage out. As you can see, throughout this first damage phase, we got her to about half health. Also, as you can see, I am not doing fully optimal damage, as I'm missing some shots and everything. And this further proves that you don't have to be perfect to get it done this strategy. Here, we go back in the center area. I waste a grenade because that's the professional player thing to do. Here we take out the ads, get a little bit of extra damage. I'm trying to get my poison to proc on the boss so I can get the damage over time while she's away. We look at the 3 symbols. We see there's an 8 snake, an an 8 snake, a W snake, and a 2-headed snake. So currently we're looking for one of each that are somewhat near to each other so that we can get a easy run on this. So as you can see, my friend is going to be taking that middle plate with that W snake, as I am here on the 2-headed snake, I believe. I got a little bit of damage on Kalli. Yes, he's over there standing on that W snake. I am getting 2 activations on this plate, as I believe that is halfway through the full cycle of going through the plate. I might be going for 3. No, I got the two activations of it. Now I'm moving on to the 8 snake that's all the way over here. I'm going to stay on this 8 snake until it finishes, as my friend is going to stay on his platform that he was on until that one finishes, and then moves to the platform that I got off of to finish that one. That causes us to have finished one plate of each of the 3 symbols, having us have at least 1 door, or at least 2 doors per side, so we can get through a full damage phase and move on. Here, we're just trying to take out ads, do our best. I'm farming up super energy. As you can see, Kalli popped up in front of me. I'm going to pop my poison on her. So now she's taking damage even though she's not near me. As you can see, Kalli conceives an ontological weapon, meaning her damage phase is starting. Now the most important part is to make sure that me and my friend took out 3 knights in total. So that, because the knights is what really matters for activating those doors. Here we get to the damage phase a little late as the doors are already opening as she is wielding her weapon to take us out, her white mechanic. Got a little bit of damage in, not as much as I might want. Here's a little tip: when you're inside of these doors, it seems to be an invisible wall in front of you, so you can't shoot out from the inside. But that's alright. We're out here. I'm sitting here trying to get Roaring Flames ×3 so I can get the most damage out of my Burning Maul super. Hit her with that, get some good damage on her, get a poison stack, and then I swap back to the Taipan to get as much damage as I can. Still, she's not taking too much damage, but she's getting low. It looks like we're going to go into a third damage phase, as we will. My friend here goes down, but it's okay, as long as he doesn't go down a second time. But so far, so good, because it's the first down that we've had. Now, since it's most likely at this point, you all understand the concept of this strategy, I'm going to go over some rewards that you can get from this. This encounter is actually really good for farming the red border weapons, in case you don't want to go through the whole raid. This encounter is very easy to do, as it is the first encounter. You can get to it very easily with just 2 people, or even by yourself. As it is soloable, I have another video on that I will link below, but you need Transcendent Blessing mods. Here, just trying to get as much damage as possible. But for the weapons that people consider to be very meta, such as Apex Predator for boss damage, or the Ascendancy Sniper Rifle, I believe that's what it's called. Don't quote me on that, because going off the top of my head right now. But along with that, you can get those red borders, you can just get those weapons themselves. You can farm any of the Last Wish raid weapons, and no, the red border variants don't have the highest drop rate. They still do drop, which means with enough brute force and going through this enough amount of times, you'll end up being able to get every red border if this is the path that you want to take doing that. Of course, after completing this encounter, you can also go on ahead and get the secret chest that is further ahead. I should have another video on that, and if I don't, I'm going to be making one very soon. I believe I do have a video. If I do, I will link that below as well. But if I don't, I will get right on top of making that for you guys. Here, as you can see, Kalli's health bar is extremely low. We're just about to be finished. So, as that is, this will probably be about the end of the video. I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and maybe subscribing, as I do have a pretty good goal to reach. If we reach that goal, I have a pretty special video that I don't think there's many of, or if any, on YouTube. I'm going to leave it as a surprise for now. I think I'm going to change the goal from 150 to 175 by the end of February, as we are having some pretty good, strong, consistent growth. Once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found this to be helpful, and I will hope to see you all in the next video.
You have my thanks,
Bye-bye.
guardians. But my sister remains enthralled. Without Shirochi, we cannot defeat Riven. Find her, save her. And know this: Riven will try to seduce you when she speaks. Do not listen.